Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to He's Glasgow, She's London, our podcast that we do.
Welcome, everybody.
Yep, we're a day late this fortnight.
Yes.
It should have been out yesterday, but we'll talk about that shortly. But yeah, we're back. So we've not really skipped a week, but we've missed a day.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
It's all right.
If you want, just starting off because you did this last week, you can follow us on social media and things like that. Nod of approval.
Carry on. Continue.
You can follow us on social media across the board, pretty much. Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Wherever you're listening to this, there will be a link in the description, and it'll have all the links within that link, so you can go follow it. Everywhere. You can leave us some nice comments if you want. You can drop us a DM, any questions, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's all good fun. But speaking of that, we did get a very nice comment on the last podcast.
Yes.
Which I thought would be quite nice to highlight. I don't remember the person's name, unfortunately. But they said the floor moment on the latest episode was sweet. And it was very sweet.
It was very sweet.
So thank you to that person. I should have your name somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with it. Sorry about that. But yeah,
we appreciate you, though.
Yeah, you too could get your comment read out on the podcast if you want, or not. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, leave us some nice messages and stuff, and we'll be more than happy to ignore half of them and read the other half.
No, we'll look at all of them, and Sam will remember to write your names down next time.
Okay, cool. How are you, love? Are you all right?
I'm good, thanks, love. How are you?
I'm better today.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Weren't a happy bunny yesterday, were you?
No, and we'll talk about that in a sec, if that's all right.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I've got another wee bit as part of the intro. It's a returning segment of listener locations.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Now, last week, we got the usual suspects. But we also have a new single listener in Australia.
Oh.
Which is very nice. It doesn't tell me the city or the location for some reason.
Just Australia?
Yeah.
That's quite a...
It's quite a big place. It could
yeah,
be
it's
anywhere.
A bit broad.
Whereas like the previous places narrowed it down to at least the city, or if it was the UK, like the location.
That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, but Australia just doesn't go
Or is it their computer or something?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it was. But anyway, thank you to the one Aussie person out there that's been listening. Or several Aussie people in the one place.
Might be a relation of mine.
Could be. You never know. Thank you to whoever it is. But yeah, I thought that was quite fun. A nice new location on the map. We might always not have a new location, but it's quite nice that we've had a couple.
Fingers crossed we do, though.
Yeah, that'd be quite nice.
Keep them coming, people.
Yep. Shall I roll into the trivia? I feel like that.
Oh, I just wanted to do a public service announcement.
Oh, sorry.
From last week. No, sorry, from 2 weeks ago, where we claimed that we might be having a brat summer. We have now seen what a brat summer is, and we will not be having a brat summer.
I thought it was a good thing.
Yeah, we thought it was everybody just out having a lovely summer, but it seems to be more like people getting crazy and...
We're too old for that.
Yeah.
We're parents now.
We're parents and things.
Yeah.
I mean, parents can still get crazy, but...
Not right now.
The video I saw describing it anyway seemed like that we can't... We're not capable of that anymore.
Okay, well, that's fine. Good to know. Thank you for the PSA. I appreciate that. Yeah, nice little intro section done. Shall I regale you with some trivia?
Please.
This is our famous Glasgow London trivia section, where Polly doesn't bring any trivia about London. Ever.
I need to make notes whilst we're doing this of what my homework is.
You can just Google London trivia.
Yeah, okay,
that's what
I'll
I do
that.
every week.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is actually quite a good one, to be honest. You will not know this. I didn't know this. So Glasgow...
Try me.
All right. Glasgow is home to the UK's first statue of a woman riding a horse.
Oh.
And that woman was a young Queen Victoria, and the statue was erected in 1854.
So I'm assuming there's more now, but you were just the first to do it.
I'm assuming there must be more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think.
I can't imagine there's only... Oh, a woman riding a horse particularly.
So maybe there's only one. Maybe it is that one, because that is quite a random...
Ladies aren't supposed to ride horses.
Certainly not back then. Terrible, the devil. But yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's nice. Well done, Glasgow. Queen
Victoria is my least favourite queen.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. But yeah, there we go. I thought that was a nice little bit of trivia all the way almost 200 years ago.
Wow.
Yep, there you are.
Beautiful.
I don't know where it is or if it's still there or what it looks like. It could be tiny. It could be huge. It could be like the size of my hand.
Just a little palm statue.
Could have been in a shop or something. But there you go.
Yay.
What's your fun London trivia this week?
London.
Brilliant. That's exactly why we do this bit. So you can sit and go,
Well, I appreciate your trivia, so
thanks.
thank you for
Okay.
that.
Well, stay tuned for next time when I will bring more trivia.
And I will also bring
I
trivia.
bet you do not bring trivia next time.
I don't know if it's because I've looked it up before, and then I feel like everybody knows London stuff.
I don't.
But you probably do,
Well,
because it's a real famous city.
Well, half the stuff I tell you, you know.
True. Okay. Fine.
And
yeah.
London's a big city. I do not know everything about London.
No.
I know like less than 1% about London, probably 2%.
Oh. Okay.
I know my way about Central. But yeah, the nuances are no way. There's no way that everyone knows everything.
Fair. Okay. No problem. On it.
Excellent. So there we go. That takes us to a lovely end of the Glasgow trivia. What have we been up to?
What have we been up to?
Well,
You've been up to way more.
Well, I have, but I thought it'd be quite nice, not nice, but important to talk about why I was in a sour mood yesterday.
Okay, go on then.
That's why the podcast was late, because we were going to record it. You were up for it, but I was just in a very sour mood, and I didn't feel like I would bring the right energy to the podcast. And I thought, if I don't want to record it, why will people want to listen to it?
Yeah. That is actually what you said.
It was what I said. I think it was just a combination of a few things. I know we have a nice laugh and stuff in this podcast, but it's also quite nice to bring up the things that aren't so nice every so often.
Instagram versus reality kind of thing.
Pretty much. But yeah, I was just in a bit of a mood because of how expensive everything's getting. Like, specifically because we need to put the baby in nursery in like the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And we've been visiting a few nurseries and they're very expensive. And then I was tired and I was warm and it was 30 degrees yesterday. And it was
32, yeah.
32 degrees and I was shattered from the weekend. And I kept thinking about how expensive things were. And it was just like a worry about balancing work life and money and all that sort of thing. And I was like, do you know what? I cannot be arsed with anything. I can't be arsed recording the podcast. Don't really want my dinner. Didn't really do much. So apologies for that, love. But
that's right, love. You're allowed to feel these ways.
I think it's important to, when we talk about things quite openly, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. Feel your feelings.
Yeah, I think we talk about quite a lot of things, if not everything.
I would say everything,
Yeah, I would say so. So I appreciate you being there and stuff. But yeah, I just couldn't be bothered recording it yesterday because I could picture it in my head already. Listening it back being,
stormy clouds.
Even more monotone than it already is. Like
Speak for yourself.
On my side, yeah, I was, yeah. And I thought, no, I'm going to listen back to the edit and think that's garbage. All the materials you wasted. I'm not doing that.
So you're back, bouncing, ready to go today.
I'm like 90% now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite there, but I'm feeling good and I'm feeling better. So today was much better. It was cooler. And I was in the office, which is nice and air conditioned.
Aircon, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel much better because of that. And I didn't pay for my salad today.
Ah.
I need to pay for it next time I'm in.
Oh.
The till was down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't just run away.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like you.
Yeah. Although I did feel a bit sick after it. But anyway, yeah, just thought I would explain. That's what I've been up to, at least over the past 24 hours.
Yeah.
I've been up to more in the last 2 weeks. But what have we been up to on a more positive note? What's been going on?
You went up to the Scottish land.
I did, and it was great.
You had a wonderful time.
It was great.
I was alone with the baby for 3 days.
Which wasn't great.
I mean, it was fine.
I missed you and I missed the baby.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for me.
And it was the first time that I was away from the baby.
For that length of time.
Yeah.
And the first time that I've looked after her on my own for that length of time.
Because I've been up the road since she's been born, but I've seen her the day I went up and I've came back the next day and saw her before she went to bed.
Yeah.
So I've never not seen her for at least a bit
And
every
you
day.
left before she woke up and came home after she was in
Didn't
bed.
even see her. Didn't even see her by the time I left, and then by the time I got in, it was quite late. I did see her when she got up a little bit.
Yeah,
but it didn't
probably
really
like
count.
11 midnight. So.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, it was fun. The Fringe. I might tell you this. I was walking down Duke Street. I think. Kind of. I was feeling this feeling quite a lot. I was just walking about. And I was walking down Duke Street, and I was like, I can't believe I'm here. Do you know what I mean? even though I've spent the best part of 30 years
I
up
was
there.
going to say,
But-
you realise you're a Glaswegian?
No, I know, but like I hadn't been up there for it feels like ages.
Right.
And I was just walking about and I was like, love this place, it's brilliant. And I was like, I can't believe I'm on Duke Street. I thought that was so weird.
That's nice.
In a nice way. Honestly, I was looking at people crossing the road. I like all the pubs that I'm used to seeing and stuff. Like seeing people getting in and out and just like the old deals going for whatever. And I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
I really like this. This is brilliant. But I was up there for the Fringe.
You were?
Not for Duke Street.
No. For the boys in the Fringe.
It was a lad's day out. And it was a really good day out at that.
Yeah.
As well.
Saw lots of comedy, didn't you? And
We
fun
did.
stuff.
I've got some things that I never told you about that I wanted to save for the
Yeah.
podcast, which is quite fun. Well, I think it's quite fun.
I'll be the judge of that then.
I told you the shows that I went to see, but for the sake of the podcast, we went to see a show called Two Grumpy Magicians. Mm-hmm. They were fine.
Bit grumpy, probably.
Not as grumpy as you think, genuinely. They were all right. Mm-hmm. It was a free show, though, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But that was fine. We then went to see on the highly sought or recommendation by one of my friends who saw it 2 days before, who was also there on Saturday, to go see a show called Ironing Board Man.
Can't get enough of it.
He loved it. And to paint the picture, or paint the scene, or whatever, we were in a shipping container, and it was a one-man show with 9 ironing boards dressed up as characters.
Wow.
Did I not tell you that?
No.
Oh, I thought I told you that.
No.
And he recited with very, very little dialogue, mostly just action and words and music. Not words, like a couple of words here and there, but mostly music and action and dialogue. Not dialogue.
Okay, we get
Anyway,
no words.
yes. Like a start to finish superhero thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ironing board man.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It was actually quite good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. So my mate that was there, he went on Thursday with his work. He was steaming. The only show he saw was Iron and Board Man. And he texted us when he was steaming like, oh, we need to go, that is brilliant, lads. He would love it. Oh, laugh a minute, that
gosh.
sort of thing. So we booked tickets that night. And then he was quite worried the entire day right up until then. He's like, I think I've oversold this. I don't think this is that good. And we were like,
I think the pints really helped.
we're going to be watching you as soon as it's not funny. But to his credit, it was quite funny. I think he's oversold it slightly. Mm-hmm. But we did come out enjoying it.
That's
which
good
is
then.
quite nice. Sorry, I'll run through the last two. The third one we saw, which is probably the best, was Nina Conte. Mm-hmm. Some people won't
Heard good
recognise her.
things.
Yeah, I recognised her face when I saw her. But she puts like silicone half masks on people around their mouth. And they've got like a little squeezer so the mouth animates. Mm-hmm. And then she does voices and ad-libs, everything based on the person's gestures.
Wow.
So I think she's probably got like a semi-story already in her mind.
Yeah.
But her words almost instantaneously as the person's doing the actions line up perfectly.
That's very clever.
Oh, she's very, very
quick.
good. Yeah. And at one point she was doing it for 6 people
Wow.
in a group of 6 friends, and she was going, and she was making them all have a conversation with each other.
Wow.
It was very good.
That's cool.
And the last one we went to see was Mark Black, who's a local Scottish Glaswegian legend.
Oh, excellent.
And he had like a half music comedy show, and it was very, very good. But it was great. Good vibes. Edinburgh's a lovely city. I do give it a lot of crap, but to its credit, it is very lovely.
Just because Glasgow and Edinburgh have a little...
Well, Glasgow's a better city, but in Edinburgh tries to be more than it is. People call it the London of Scotland, and I can see why.
Wow.
But overall, it was a lovely day. We had lovely food, we had lovely pints. It was quite half cut. Got home near enough 2 o'clock.
I saw a picture of you double fisting with your pints.
I was holding somebody's pint.
Oh, sure.
No,
sure.
they were my pints. Sorry.
Yeah, they
I
were
remember
your
the
pints.
picture now. Yeah.
I was like, I know how many people
Yeah.
were in the picture.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, overall it was a good day. The Fringe, it's on until the end of the month. Go see some shows. We nearly saw Ivo Graham. I meant to tell you that. But he was too busy.
Who was on Taskmaster, which we watched a lot of.
Yes, we actually quite like Ivo Graham.
Yes.
Sorry, I realise I've just been chatting about the Fringe for like 5 minutes. I do have more stories to tell you, but is there anything you want to say?
Oh.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to...
Oh, thank you. Let me speak for once.
I don't actually have anything more to say about the Fringe, but I've got more to say about the trip
Okay, cool.
up the road.
Well, I was just... In the last 2 weeks, there's been 2 instances with eggs for you, which I thought were really hilarious.
Well, I don't remember...
Yeah, you don't remember what the first one was. So the first one it just really tickled me because you were making yourself some eggs as you do for most lunchtimes. And I was like, oh, so what are you going to have? And you went, I think I'm going to have an omelette on a plate.
What's wrong with that?
Because what else would you have an omelette on? You're not going to put it in a bowl or like have it in a teacup or something. So it's just so specific that you're like, I think I'm having an omelette on a plate.
What's wrong with that?
Why
not look me in the eye?
why would you not just say, I'm going to have an omelette?
Because normally you have an omelette with like, not normally, but a bit of bread or something. I just went a plain omelette, just 2 eggs on a plate. That was it.
Just an omelette on a plate.
That's what I had, and it was good. Leave my omelette alone.
Oh, it was funny.
All right, cool, brilliant. I know the second one,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have put money on you saying that. So there you go.
The second one was was really funny as well, though, because yesterday I was feeding the baby her lunch and you were making your lunch, and all of a sudden I just heard a thud and a my eggs.
That's not what happened.
That's what happened in my perspective. And then I turned around and there was just, how big is that tub of butter?
1 kilogram.
There was a kilo of butter in the frying pan. And it had slipped out of the butter tub on top of your eggs, bust your yolks, ruined your fried egg situation.
They were looking so good as well. Because normally they bust.
Yeah, you've had trouble with your eggs recently.
Yeah,
but it was all going so well until you dropped a kilo of butter on it, and then you had to try and shimmy out a kilo of butter whilst it was melting in a hot pan.
I got out. It was fine.
You got it out. It was just very, very funny.
Just to give some context as to why the kilo of butter fell in there. Like, I don't use a kilo of butter. My fried eggs were simmering quite nicely. As I got this time to butter the bread because I was having them on a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I've done this 101 times before.
I've never done this before, by the way. This
101
is
times.
madness
It
in my
makes
mind.
perfect sense. So the butter was quite hard because I never took it out of the fridge right away. And what I usually do, sometimes if I'm just having toast, I'll do it over the toaster.
Right.
But I wasn't having toast today, so I thought of the frying, and I've done it over the frying pan a million times. So I held the butter tub upside down over the frying pan, so the top layer would melt ever so slightly, so it would make it easier to spread. But as I turned it upside down, the whole thing fell out and just splashed it into my frying pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that also worries me that you do it over the toaster, because what if the melted
It's
butter
never
drips in?
ever fell out before, not even a drip.
Yeah, but right.
Because I can see it when it shimmers, and I'm like, that's ready to be spread.
Oh, perfect shimmer.
Yeah, it's a bit glossy, and you're like,
Oh,
butter goes right, your
spread.
knife goes right through it.
Nice.
Thanks for slagging my eggs.
It was hilarious.
And we're making you eggs again.
You haven't made me eggs in a while, to be fair.
Have I not?
You
asked
offer every time.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I offer
100%,
every single time I have eggs.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
is that all you have to say about my eggs?
That's all I've got to say about your eggs.
Can I go back to my trip?
I will be back for more egg hilarity in a couple of weeks,
I'm not
guys.
eating eggs ever again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you asked me to buy eggs, so there's eggs that you got to eat.
Not after this humiliation. Completely lost my train of thought.
Sorry, you carry on with your stories of up the roadness.
So the Fringe was fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. Again, I was a bit steaming. I felt sad that I wasn't with you and the baby, but I still had a nice time.
We missed you too.
I missed you both very much. But yeah, that was nice. It was nice to be with the boys. I haven't seen them properly in a good few months.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And it was nice. I don't mean this in a selfish way, but it was nice just to know that I was going back to a house and not have to worry about stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got to sleep and...
It was selfish of me. I know it is. I know it was completely selfish, but it made me relax a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
I mean, it would. I'm very jealous.
So you can do whatever you want.
I know, but... I don't know. All my pals are pregnant and stuff. I don't want to
Fair.
go out and get drunk with me.
You can go up the road with the boys if you want.
I mean, I think it would be weird, wouldn't it? Because we live here.
It's fine.
Oh, I can go up. Yeah, I'll go up the road and hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
When my pal moves up there, I'll go up there and
Exactly.
have a weekend with her.
You could. You genuinely could, and it's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I know it's selfish, but I wouldn't have got anywhere near as steaming if I knew I had to be up early and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, if you knew the baby was going to start slapping you in the face at 6 o'clock.
Because my train wasn't until the afternoon, and I'm like, do you know what? Just have another pint, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, have a line.
And it was good.
Chill out.
Selfishly, it was good. But I wrote 2 more things. down, and it's specific.
But by the way, that doesn't bother me because I know that you would 100% be able to handle the baby on your own if I wanted to go away for a weekend.
No, I know, of course.
Yeah.
And we've done it like nights out and stuff, and it's just about extending it to the next day, which we'll get to whenever you're ready.
Well, this is the thing though, because all my family and friends are in London. It would mean me going on a night out and staying at somebody's house, which is probably quite close to our house. So why would I not just come home?
I know, it's fair enough. But I've got 2 more things that I've written down.
Go for it.
Specific. What are you doing?
Carry on.
Why do you always hide your notes in there? Oh no, it's a clip. Right. I thought you were hiding your notes.
Putting my hair up.
Right, okay. It was specifically about the train.
Okay.
So on the way up, I was sitting, managed to get a table kind of to myself, but it was only me and one other person sitting across. But then the next table up, but on the other side, so that way you can kind of see diagonally.
Yeah.
Remember I sent you the picture of the sausage dog?
I was going to say, you've told me this.
It's not the sausage dog though, but
Okay.
it is that table. So I don't know these people's names, but I'm assuming they were related in some way, shape or form. I don't know if it was like a mother-daughter or something. They looked about that age.
Right.
Like the daughter was about late 20s and the mum was about our mum's age. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So they were getting on fine. Everything was brilliant. All the rest of it, it was,
Right.
it seemed all right. And then towards the end, they started to get a bit heated.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was listening, but I was half not listening because I felt like they were going to look at me if I was listening. But the thing that really caught me off guard is the mum stood up and she pointed at the daughter and she went, "You're nothing but a little dictator. Everything your way goes. And I've had enough of it." And I was like, "Well, Jesus, what's going on?" And you know what it was about? What I think it was about?
Right.
She bought something with her own money, I'm assuming.
What did you say, mid-20s?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, she was an adult.
Yeah.
The dog was hers. She bought something and she wanted to... The mum says, "Oh, why don't we keep it here?" And she went, "No, I don't want to keep it there because there's no space." And that was it.
On the table?
No, like at home or
Oh,
wherever
right.
they were going. She bought a tent or something.
Oh, okay.
She's like, "Do you want to keep it at the top of the wardrobe?" And she went, "No, I'd rather not." And then the mum stood up and says, "You're a little dictator. It's this and that."
Oh.
Yeah, it was very awkward, but I couldn't stop. One of those things where you couldn't take your eyes off
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It was really awkward. So the mum marched away. She marched away the wrong way, so she walked back.
Awkward.
It was terrible. Yeah. And then she sat down, and they sat in silence for about an hour.
Wow.
It was very awkward.
If this was you on the train, please do let us know what the argument was about.
Maybe I've taken it out of context because I shouldn't have been listening. It's not my business, but
Or maybe it was one of those things where it's been bubbling and bubbling, and then this tent is just the last straw.
I think it was a tent, or she had a tent. She bought something. The mum said, "Why don't we keep it here?" She went, "No, I'd rather not." And then it all kicked off. Selfish she is, apparently.
Awkward to stand up and point
Stood up
and shout.
pointed. Weird.
Yeah.
Dog was there. Like, what is going on?
Poor sausage
Yeah,
dog.
he was a cutie guy. And one last little thing about my trip. The plugs at my seat only did not work on the way up or the way down.
Ah,
How annoying is it?
that's so annoying.
So I got the table. Like, I had a reserve seat, but I thought I'll check the unreserved carriage first. See
Yeah.
if I can get a table. I did. It was fine. It was actually quite quiet. None of the plugs worked on the wall. Not one of them. Everyone else about me had everything plugged in. And then towards the end, I said to a guy, "Can I use your plug?" And he went, "Oh, on you go." Perfect. Brilliant. So on the way back up, the way back down, I'm just going to sit on my reserve seat because the new Avanti, the new Avanti have got plugs on every seat. It's very boring.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, no way, didn't work. Everyone else, everyone was charging. Didn't work. And I was like, whether I sit in my seat or not, the plugs don't work.
And that's why you didn't have any battery by the time you got home.
Yeah, that's exactly why I never had any battery by the time I got home.
Sorry, love, that sounds difficult and annoying.
But my trip was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. Lots of drama on the train. Plug drama, dictator drama.
Kind of wish the drama had started earlier to keep you entertained for the journey, you know?
I've started to not do anything on the train.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I would have had my headphones in and I wouldn't have caught the beginning of the
I had them half in and out, but I didn't
Did
use
you immediately rip them out your ears so you could listen to the drama?
a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, I quite like just looking out the window on the train now.
Yeah. You used to do that when you first came down to visit
And
me.
I do it quite. I realised I do it again.
I used to get lots of text messages saying, "Oh, I just love being on the train. It's nice to look out the window."
It is nice to look out the window. Everyone's lovely.
And I think in that time you were in like, I mean, you still are now,
Yes, I was going to say.
but
Excuse
like
me.
loved rose tinted glasses and looking out the window, everything was just wonderful, and daisies and things because you were coming to see me.
And I was coming back to see you all the same.
That's true. Yeah.
So there you go.
Lovely.
Do you have anything else to add? Because I've got a little bit more of this particular section.
What we've been up to?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I did stuff with the baby, didn't I? We went to opera.
Oh, you did go to the opera. Yeah, that was great.
It was a bit weird and awkward.
Why is it weird and awkward?
Because they'd clearly, if they had done baby things before at this venue, then they should have known better. But it seemed as if it was the first event that they'd thrown for babies. So there wasn't really anywhere to put your buggy. There was nothing about running times or how long we were going to be in the theatre. It wasn't really a theatre. It seemed more of a rehearsal space. It was their studio. So they asked us to fold down the buggies, but you can't, unless you've got a specific type of buggy, you can't really fold a buggy whilst holding a baby and all of the stuff that you need to take into a theatre for a baby if you think that you're staying for an hour plus. And then it turned out that it was 30 minutes of basically some women listing different plants, and there was a harpist.
That's nice.
Yeah, she was playing 2 harps. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
As in like switching between them, not 2 harps at the same time.
Oh, that's not as
cool.
Sorry, I thought she had one in each hand. Okay.
I mean, I think it's a pretty good talent anyway, but
shite.
But yeah, the main act was 2 women listing plants and throwing mud around and handing small babies plants, which I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what that is. And obviously the baby wanted to put it straight in her mouth. So, it was an interesting time.
So what you're saying is you would go back to the opera?
Not to that particular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. That was that for us. But
what was
I'm glad...
Sorry.
I'm glad the baby, heard some opera, and they were obviously classically trained singers and it was all sung beautifully. It was just a bit random.
What opera did they sing?
It was like their own made up thing.
Oh, they just...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I can't imagine that was a real opera.
Okay, you never know. How many operas have you been to?
Just this one.
Fair enough. So what you're saying is that this is the only opera you've been to, so that's your track record?
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
It's not going well.
No, fair enough. I don't want to ever go to the opera. It's not for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe in Vienna.
Oh, right.
Because I've heard Vienna. Is it Vienna?
Yeah.
It's got really probably super expensive tuxedo night out operas.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
But then again, a couple of my friends went to go to the opera. I mean, they were in Vienna anyway, but they were going to the opera and they got there late, so they weren't allowed in to the theatre, and they had to sit outside of the theatre on like little fold-out chairs and watch the first half on a screen until the interval came in and they were allowed to their seats.
Well, they should have been on time.
I know.
It's I imagine, a very intense thing for an opera singer.
Yeah.
To see a little shine of light come through up the back.
Yeah, and just ruin everybody's, atmosphere and things.
The only reason I really want to see it in Vienna is because Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 5, maybe 6, goes to the opera.
Yes.
And he gets in a bit of a fight.
I remember.
And it's very good, that one.
Yeah.
I think it's 6. Maybe 5. Could be 7.
Yeah. I can't help you on that, sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, that's why I would like to go to the opera. So anything else, do not invite me, but that one I will go to.
Perfect. I'll keep that in mind.
Lovely. Thanks for sharing your opera story.
You continue now.
This isn't really what I've been up to, but I couldn't really find another section of the podcast for this to fall into. But again, when I was up and down on the trains, more specifically coming down, I didn't really know what to do. Again, just kind of looking at the window and stuff. But I started listening to a little bit more of the Chris and Rosie Ramsey podcast.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was quite nice. It's kind of similar to what we want to do and all the rest of it. In this particular episode, they brought up 3 things that I thought were very relevant.
Is this again, you've gone from the current,
I'm
whereas
listening
I'm
to them,
still
yes.
from, okay.
So I'm listening to just the most recent ones.
Right.
But I thought it was very funny because, was it last week we were talking about Tony Pizza and pet names and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about pet names. And I don't know if he continued to do it or if he just done it one and done or if it was a joke. But she said, to talk about pet names, and she went, "That's better than what you called me last week, which was pig dog."
Wow.
Yeah. And I thought that's an awful one, but I thought it was quite relevant because we were talking about pet names last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's called her a chocolate-covered, chocolate-quilted shit pig before.
Oh, well, there you go. They've just got a lovely, nice relationship that way. Another thing was brought up, and I thought I'd get your opinion on it.
Oh,
I think you're in agreement with me. I think we might have spoke about this.
awkward.
But if you say your baby's age in months beyond 1 year old,
Right.
then that shouldn't be the case.
Right. Okay.
So when she turns 1, she's 1.
Yeah.
She's not 12 months or 13 months or 14 months
Yeah.
or 18 months. She's 1.
And then she's 1.5.
She's 1. Oh, she's 1 and 2. 1 and 2 months is fine.
Right. Okay, but you got to... Right. Yeah.
She's 49 months. No.
I think that's fair.
I mean, that's just what I want to do. I don't think it makes sense.
I think there was a point, wasn't it, where we had to stop saying it in weeks because we just lost track of how many weeks she was, and we sort of went, yeah, she's about this many months now.
I think it's the same case. Like, you probably just got lost in the months.
Well, this is since we've been looking at nurseries, and they're like, oh, so how old will she be then? And I'm like, yeah, 14 months, 13 months, I don't know.
But yeah, I just thought that was quite interesting. Not interesting, but like it's probably one of those
divided parents kind of thing.
Conversation topic. They go, oh yeah, little John's 19 months.
Little John
From Robin Hood.
I was thinking Little John
of the rapper.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be Little John. Yeah, is that Little John? Big John? No, it's Little John, isn't it?
Little John, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
It's not Big John. Big John is something you would call one of your pals.
I don't have a pal called John. I do actually know a boy called John. That's fine.
Yeah, Big John.
And the last thing that I thought was noteworthy, which I thought was very interesting, we'll talk about like snacks and things. And she was like, "Oh, we didn't have any snacks when I was growing up. We were so poor. All the rest of it."
Right.
And she's like, "My treat," and she was painting it as like, "Oh, my treat."
Yeah.
Was a plain digestive, which got my back up.
Oh,
right
here
away.
we go. Yeah.
Because that's what I buy. And covered in icing sugar. And I thought that sounds fantastic.
So you're going to try it?
I am going to try it because
Do
normally
we
I
have
like
any icing sugar?
no, but I can get some.
I know where the icing sugar is, alright.
Yeah, no, because I enjoy just a plain digestive. I enjoy getting two and turning it into like a little butter sandwich or a jam sandwich or a peanut butter sandwich or a Nutella sandwich. Whole range of things. I think digestives are so versatile that they just make sense. People smash them up to make cheesecake bases.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a little bit offended when she said that.
What, as if it wasn't a good snack?
Yeah.
Fair.
And I was like, do you know what?
But maybe it's because she then wasn't allowed all of the other toppings.
I think icing sugar's higher tier than butter or jam.
I feel like icing sugar it'd be really difficult to eat because it would just blow everywhere.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll watch you eat one and see how it goes.
Okay, cool. I just thought I was and I actually got to the point where I was like, oh, and I wrote it down physically.
Oh.
On my phone.
Wrote it down physically without a pen.
Yes. And I thought I'm going to bring that up because I love a digestive and I'm going to have one after the podcast.
Okay.
I'm going to have the cake first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally.
That's the end of my notes for what we've been up to.
Yep, me too. All done.
Oh, really? I thought you would have more.
I don't know. What else have I been up to then?
No, I just thought you had more. The way you. No.
We went for lunch with my pals.
Oh, you and I did?
Yep, you and I did.
Yeah, that's right. That was good. That was good fun.
With my two Prego besties and their respective men.
Yep.
Note that I said respective, not respectable.
Yes.
They are both respectable men. They're lovely.
Yes. We went to Chobham.
Chobham.
It was a fucking mission away.
It was.
It was. But it was a nice drive. Yeah, it was all right. It's a quiet little sleepy town. Although the road was quite busy, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't call it sleepy. It's
do you know what?
obviously
you're right.
quite small, but
maybe small's a bit.
I think it's a large village.
Is it?
Yeah, because there was there was a village hall, so it must be a village.
That's right.
Yeah.
Founded in 1888, that village hall was.
Because it's the same year as Celtic.
Was it? Didn't even think about that.
Weird. I heard a lot about it on the day.
What was like that town hall? It's nice. I feel like we've been doing more over the past 2 weeks, but I've not written anything down.
I don't know if we have,
Just been getting on with it. shooting the shit. Well, I suppose the first weekend was lunch, then that weekend was me and the Fringe. So no, do you know what? I'm fine.
And then in between that, it's baby stuff, innit?
Baby.
Well, you had annual leave. You were off for days and days.
Oh, that's true, actually.
We went to Chorley Wood as well.
Oh, we did go to Chorley Wood, that's right. I forgot all about that.
I met Poker Dean.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah. I forgot about that. I did have annual leave. I had 4.5 days off, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Well, 5 days off.
It was lovely having you off.
It was nice, because I was supposed to be getting up that weekend, that's right, for the Celtic game.
Right.
And we moved it to the weekend after, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to keep my annual leave in, and I had some lovely time off with me girls.
With your girls.
And it was lovely.
It was lovely.
It was really nice.
Lots of cuddles. But not too many cuddles because you get hot.
Oh, it's far too long. It's awful. Not the cuddles, the heat. And not because of you, just in general.
I know.
Yeah. Speaking of girls,
Oh, yeah?
should we talk about what the baby's been up to?
Yeah, I like the baby.
I like the baby. She's all right, aren't she? What's the baby been doing over the past 2 weeks?
Well, most recently she started clapping, which
She
is
has.
very sweet.
She'd done it when I was away, which was quite sad, but the video was super
It
sweet.
was the day you left that morning. She just decided that she wanted to clap. It
Yeah.
was time.
Maybe she was happy I was gone.
I don't think so, love.
She's like, "Do you know what? This is the
Applaud
moment I've
that."
been waiting for. Look at this mother. He's gone. Clap, clap."
No, I don't believe that was the case.
No, I don't either, to be fair.
No.
But
It was very sweet because she was just sat in her little bouncer and just randomly started clapping. And I didn't know she could do it, and I don't think she knew she could do it. She seemed quite surprised.
I mean, yeah, when you sent me a few videos, she was like, "Whoa." Like when the noise came out, she's like, "Oh my God."
Did you know that your hands can do this?
And she has a wee laugh and a wee smile, and yeah, she gets on with it. So she loves clapping about and doing
Yeah.
clappy things.
And then as soon as you got home, she showed you the clapping.
She did, to be
even
fair.
though it was about midnight.
She did, to be fair. She was in the bed, that's right, and she started clapping. That was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is very adorable because sometimes I'm not looking directly at her and I just hear tiny claps coming and I turn around and she's just sat on her own clapping.
They are very tiny, to be fair. Yeah, they're sweet. I like the claps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also started, I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't
okay.
think you've only done a breakfast with her, haven't you, since you've been back?
Yeah.
But she started not sitting in the high chair. So you go to put her in the high chair and she just
Yes.
stands and
She did this.
forcibly tries to stand instead of
Yep.
sitting down.
She did this all day when I was trying to give her breakfast. Like I was
Yeah.
trying to put her in, and she kept putting her feet back, and I was like,
No, you got to sit.
"Can you not?" Like,
Yeah.
And I had to like scoop under her to put her ass in first, and then
Yeah.
her legs down the side, or like the front sides. Yeah, I did notice that, to be fair, and I thought,
Yeah, so she's
don't
doing
like
it
that.
every time
Yeah.
I've put her in the high chair for the last few days, which I think is also going to transpire into trying to get her in the car seat and
Oh, I never thought of that.
anywhere else that she might need to sit.
Do you know what I would like to do with her? I would like to take her to B&Q,
Okay.
and I would like to put her in one of those, not M&S, not B&Q,
Okay.
and I would like to put her in one of the small trolleys, but it's got the big long pole.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, it's supposed to be so kids can walk and do it, but
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite cute if she sits in it and I can scoot her about.
Yeah, but you can't tie her down and she would just jump back out.
It's not. It's quite deep. So I think if you sat her in properly, she wouldn't know how to get up.
All right.
And I think she would enjoy the thrill ride of being scooted about M&S.
Okay, let's start slow. I'll have a look at it and see if I'm
I
on
saw it on
board.
TikTok. I might have sent you it, so yes, I will show you.
Okay,
You'll
cool.
love it. It's brilliant. I've wrote down. I completely forgot about the clapping, to be honest. I've just wrote down here that she's getting way more confident and just moving about and
Oh, yeah.
crawling. Like she's off like a whippet now.
All over the place.
Yeah, she's up on everything.
She was trying to get onto the balcony today.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, my dad had to keep pulling her back.
Oh dear. But yeah, she's quite close to standing on her own, kinda, a little bit. Like
she stands one-handed.
She does stand one-handed, which is nice. I walked in another this morning. I don't know if you heard because you were still.
I
Kinda
was
half
watching on the screen.
Yeah, so I was getting ready in the room that shares a wall with the baby's room, and she quite often bangs on the wall now.
Yeah.
She's not trying to get attention. She's just like banging her hands.
Yeah.
And I walked in and she was standing up, one hand on the top part of the cot, and the other hand just rattling the wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, there she is. She's awake. So I thought that was quite cute. And I think she's maybe ever so slightly getting close to saying some sort of word.
Yeah, I mean, she's been doing ma, da, da, da
I don't think
for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't think... She doesn't seem to necessarily associate that to either of us. I don't
think
it's,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's just like the mouth movement, but she doesn't know what she's actually saying.
I mean, she's always babbling, isn't she?
She is always babbling.
Doesn't stop talking, that one.
She loves a little gab.
Even on her own in her bed.
I wonder what she's trying to say.
This is what I really want to
I
know.
I genuinely wonder.
Like, I can't wait until the words actually form, and I'm like, have you been saying this for years?
Yeah, what's going on here? But yeah, she's sweet. I love her very much.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. She's happy and healthy, and she crawls about and stands up and stuff, knocks things
God,
off.
no, not running yet.
No, she likes to pull things off the shelves.
Oh, she was eating your Nintendo Switch earlier. We need to discuss about whether that should be moved.
Okay, yeah, probably. I don't want her to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be quite good if she didn't. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for telling me.
But now she's managed. I had no idea that the Nintendo Switch was even connected to the TV, but she managed to turn the TV on via the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
She's also turned the Xbox on and the PlayStation on via controllers or boxes themselves. So you might have your little wish of a little gamer girl.
She can play games as if she wants. That's absolutely fine. But I'm not going to force her into it.
No.
Although I just remembered, I thought it was quite cute the other day when I was watching a drumming video and she was just captivated by it.
Yeah.
She couldn't take her eyes off it.
It's pretty cool.
And then you got all that little box.
Yeah, and with some claves in.
Clay, is that what they're called? But she just kind of bangs them together.
Yeah.
And then she plucks the guitar.
She's very good at plucking the guitar now.
It was yesterday she was plucking it. I thought it was you because it was so it was so clean.
It's an actual pluck, isn't it?
It's not just like a hit.
Because at first it was just banging on the guitar and banging on the strings and it made nice noises.
Yep.
But now she's realised that if you actually pluck it, she can do it individually.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about like if a string breaks.
I don't think she's got the strength to break a string.
Right, okay. I don't...
Like, she's not pulling it, she's not tuning it, you know.
Okay.
So it should be fine. But we can take it away if you want.
I think it's cute. I just don't want her to be hit
I think
by a
it's
string.
very cute. But I think she'll be fine as well.
Okay, cool.
Anything else she's been up to?
Oh, she's got that weird new laugh, hasn't she?
Oh, it's creepy. It's awful. Sorry, I know that's awful to say, but
We're hoping it doesn't stick long term.
we have been saying, like, we really hope you grow out of this laugh, because if she grows up with that laugh, then I will mock her.
I mean, she's only 9 months, so
I know.
Likelihood is that the laugh will change again, as it has done a few times.
She doesn't always laugh like that, to be fair. Sometimes it's cute and like, ooh. But yeah, sometimes it is like, It's like, Charlie, you didn't laugh like that. But she finds everything so funny.
She does. She thinks it's hilarious.
Everything's amazing.
And I think she thinks that laugh is funny as well.
I've been trying to teach her no a little bit.
Oh, yeah, this is awkward.
Just a little bit.
So you've been trying to teach her no?
I've not been stern with her, but I've been trying to like have a neutral facial expression and like visually
like understand I'm serious, yeah.
Pull something away or have a chat, and every time I do it she laughs in my face. Like ha ha, clap, well not claps, but like shakes her hands all about and stuff.
Yeah. And then today my dad told her no when she was trying to get out onto the balcony and he said no. And she turned around and came back.
Oh, really?
And she did it several times without laughing.
Well, that's upsetting.
So then we were wondering if it's your accent. So then my dad tried to do it in your accent.
Oh, did he? Aye, okay. Eats my digestives in an odd number. Which is fine. He can have as many digestives as he wants, so long as it's in an even number.
Okay.
If you're listening, Dave. No, Joe, if you're listening, you tell Dave. Eat 2 or 4.
Have a word with your husband,
eat 2, 4, 6, 10. Eat 20 digestives. It doesn't matter.
But just as long as it's an even number.
Because then I come back and I go, here we go, 2 digestives. Oh, there's only 1. Might as well put it in the bin.
But the thing is you wouldn't know unless it was the last one.
And it happened to be the last one that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, calm down. It's only a digestive.
You hear that, Dave? My digestives and ice and sugar are gone.
You know you're seeing him on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that when I met him earlier. Yeah, I'll have a word with him then. It's fine.
Okay. But yes, the baby listens to my dad telling her no, but not you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe you just haven't earned your dad's stripes yet.
So long as you listen to someone, she can listen to Grandpa if she wants. He's a very wise man.
We'll just get him on the phone if we need her to stop doing something.
Exactly. So that's fine. Should be doing anything else?
Don't think so.
No.
Just general wonderful baby.
We think she might be getting more teeth, but we'll report on that in 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is a solid time frame to see if teeth are coming in.
Yeah.
But as of right now, no, she's just a bit moany and biting on everything. So
Yeah.
it could be, but yeah, we'll report back in 2 weeks. And I've only got one fun little bit left.
Oh.
I think I should go because your little bit sounds better than my little bit.
Okay.
Um,
I've got a couple of little bits.
Shall I go then and just get mine out of the way?
All right then.
It's not a game or anything, but it's something that I read on Reddit and I thought it was very funny.
Okay.
And to me, it just captured Scotland in one Reddit post.
All right.
I just thought it was great.
Go on.
So the title of this, and this was on the Glasgow subreddit, is "The funniest reason you've ever been jumped?" ? Like asking people,
Right.
what's the funniest reason? Well, exactly. Or mugged. Is jumped a thing down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
but I don't know. It's not very funny.
I know, but wait till you hear this. This is funny. This is
Okay.
very funny. So it's not a long post, but I'll just read it out verbatim.
Go for
All
it.
right. Okay. So this is the other person now. This isn't me. So the other week, I was walking home from a visit to my grand's, little dog in tow, from Airdrie down through Coatbridge. So you know Coatbridge.
I do, yeah.
You've not been to Airdrie yet, but you're not
One
missing
day.
much. No, you're not missing much. It's
Okay.
fine. Airdrie's fine. But they were walking back from Airdrie to Coatbridge, a walk that they've done hundreds of times with no incident.
Okay.
I come up towards the underpass and there's a big gang of teenagers hanging about. There's a fire burning, taps are off, tops are off.
Taps are off.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
sunny day, so taps off at the road. It's remote sunshine, tops are off. Bottles are on the ground and one of them is on the ground. You know, standard stuff for wee guys.
One of the boys was on the ground.
Probably just sitting
Right,
or
okay.
lying down.
Yeah.
Like, you know, warm day, got a couple of cans, take their tops off, set a wee fire. Don't know why they're setting a fire if their tops are off, if it's warm, to be fair. But anyway, they're just having a lovely wee guy time.
Yeah.
All the rest of it. And so this person, I keep walking that way and one of them approaches me. I'm panicking internally, but trying to play it cool at the same time. He's been overly friendly, but in that condescending way, and goes for a high five. So he's just been like a wido, just a wee guy, a bit of a gallus wee guy. You know, he's a bit annoying, but he's not doing anything bad.
Yeah.
And the wee guy goes for a high five. Thinking that I'll play along, be cool, joke around with them, but keep them light and friendly. So I go to return the gesture, but then, too slow.
Oh, God.
And let's just say he took it very personally.
Oh, no.
And it says here, the actual incident that followed is pretty scary and intense, but I find laughing about it helps. Because if there was like Still Game or Two Doors Down, which are Scottish comedies, or something, it would be very funny. And I can picture it in a sitcom, it would be very funny. But pretty much he went high five, too slow, and he got punched in the face for saying too slow.
Wow.
And I thought that was so funny. I could just picture wee guys
Yeah.
being wee guys and getting annoyed because someone got
His,
the better of him.
his ego got hurt a little bit.
Too slow and just punching the guy in the face.
Whoa, you're not too slow for this.
Yeah, I thought that was very, very funny.
Fair.
And it just personified wee guy culture up the road.
Yeah, your wee Neds.
Yeah, wee Neds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was brilliant. And I could picture it. I could picture every
You can
moment.
see
of it.
all the roads. Yeah.
I think I know what underpass they're talking about. It was very funny. So yeah, it wasn't really a game of that. That was just my wee bit that I wanted to share.
Lovely wee bit.
I'm all out of notes. I have nothing. The podcast is in your hands for the remainder of the time. So folks,
Excellent.
look how much time's left and see how much fun that you're in for.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Pressure. So, I have two kind of funny things.
Okay.
So, I was trying to look for something that was as funny as Tony Pizza or Savannah with her oranges.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Savannah.
I don't think anything really reaches, but I thought this was cute. Somebody posted on Reddit, in the Cambridge Reddit, tennis wall. And he says, "Hello, I'm looking for a big wall to play tennis alone and practice. In Spain, we have many walls of this type, green and marked with the height of the net. Do you know of something like this? Or a big wall where no one will bother me if I practice tennis?" And I thought that was just really sweet.
That is quite sweet.
He just wants to practice his tennis. And then quite a few people commented and was like, "Oh, there's a wall here that you can do this." And somebody else was
nice.
like, "I'm looking for a wall as well."
Been looking all over this bloody city. Is that a city or a
Apparently.
town?
Cambridge is a city.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you know? Sorry. Mm-hmm. So I'm back, everyone. It's not just
Wow, look who's come back.
that yesterday Cambridge hit 34 degrees.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest heat of the year.
And I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm still here, but I'm not speaking. Not much. I'll react. Anyway, she'll turn.
Yeah, I thought that was quite cute.
That is quite cute.
And then the other one little fact that I found was when male and female anglerfish mate, they melt into each other and share bodies forever. The deep sea is so vast that if a male finds a female, he latches on and fuses to her, losing his eyes and internal organs until the two fish share a bloodstream.
I don't like that.
Well, I was just going to say, if we were anglerfish, would you fuse in and melt to me?
I suppose I'd need to because it's in my nature at that point, but that sounds horrendous.
I think it's rather romantic.
You ever seen The Fly? You seen The Fly?
No.
It immediately made me think of The Fly.
I've not seen it.
Oh, we need to watch The Fly. It's so gross.
I
But
don't think I want to.
no, you'll love it. Jeff Goldblum's great in it. But, oh no, I didn't like that. Made me feel funny.
Don't you want to meld
No.
into me and fuse our bloodstreams?
No, keep your bloodstream.
All right,
I'll
fine.
keep mine. I thought you said these were funny.
Did I? I didn't say anything about funny.
Did you not? Maybe.
No, this is you overselling me.
Okay, I enjoyed what you said.
Thanks.
I had the appropriate reactions to what you were saying,
Okay.
which meant I enjoyed them based on that factoid.
All right, great. Appreciate it. I do have some phrase origins, some
Oh.
more for you if you were
Here we go.
interested.
I'm always interested in phrase origins.
Okay, so first, there's 5. First one, mad as a hatter.
Was it the Mad Hatter?
No. From Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah.
No, as in you can say like, oh, he's mad as a hatter. Where does that come from?
Clockwork Orange.
No.
Is it someone who was in a mental asylum that got a hat on them?
You're going way over the top. Is because hat makers used to use glue to stick the hats together, and the glue was super toxic, so it used to
Okay.
completely drug them up, basically.
No, I would never have got that.
And they would get like paranoid and like lose consciousness, so they would just collapse, and they would basically be drugged. So, and it was like long-term effects, so they were literally hatters that were mad.
Why would they keep wearing the hat?
They're making the hats.
Oh, the hat makers are going
Yeah,
mad? Right, I thought you meant the
hatters.
people wearing the hats.
No, the hatters.
Wait, why did you just take your hat
No,
off?
once it's dried, you're fine.
Right, sorry, I'm
Yeah,
with you now. Right,
yeah.
okay.
It was just the people making
Right,
them.
I'm with you. Right, okay. I wouldn't have got that.
No.
No.
What about back to square one?
Is it crossword related?
No.
Sudoku related?
No.
Is it puzzle related?
No.
Is square one a place?
No.
Well, square one must be the beginning of something.
It must be.
It must be.
Actually, I don't think it doesn't even count as the beginning, no. So, before TV, when football was being played and they would broadcast it over the radio,
Yeah.
they had to section the pitch into squares so they could say, the ball is now in square 2, the ball is now in square 4, so that people listening could understand where the ball was and who it was being passed to, whereabouts on the pitch it was. And square 1 was the goalkeeper's box. So whenever it went there, they were like, right, we're back to square 1. Goalkeeper's got the ball.
Oh,
Carry on.
that is very interesting.
I thought you would like that
I
one.
had no idea. Do you know what? That I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that better than the anglerfish thing.
Fair.
So there we go.
Still fuming you don't want to be fused to me.
I
but
don't.
It's fine.
You can ask me every week if you want. It's going to be the same answer.
Okay, what about close but no cigar?
Someone wants a cigar and they didn't get the cigar.
Sort of, yeah. So back in the day at carnivals, the highest prize you could win would have been a cigar.
Oh.
So if you would obviously be aiming for the cigar because you want the cigar, well, as an adult or maybe a cheeky teenager or whatever. So you would aim for the cigar and do whatever thing you had to do at the carnival, and if you got close but no cigar,
It's quite interesting.
then,
Yeah.
you didn't do top tier, but yeah, you got the fluffy toy underneath.
Like, it makes sense, but I would never put it in a carnival setting.
Yeah, carnival
Yeah.
was weird to me. Again, none of these facts have been verified, so it could all be pish.
Every single one of them are wrong. Can you imagine?
Actually, it was all the answers you gave
Yeah,
originally
can
that
you
were
imagine?
right.
Yeah, there we are.
What about under the weather?
Is it like you're physically under the clouds and you're like, oh, this is rotten? Was that a ship? Is it about a boat?
It is about a boat.
Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Is it like a boat out in rough seas or something?
So it's pirates.
Okay.
So pirates obviously sailing the high seas used to get very drunk on all their rum and that. And if they felt ill, they would go below deck for a lie down, but it was under the weather.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Don't know why boat came to me though. Just felt like it was boat related.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
What about buttering someone up?
When you butter someone up to make them, a bit soft.
Yeah.
Make them a bit more malleable to your whims and what you want. Mm-hmm. Was it someone wanted something in a space that was too tight for them? So there was a smaller person and they said, I need you in there, get this butter on you and get me that thing.
No. So in ancient India, it was a religious act to throw butterballs at statues of their gods to earn good favour and forgiveness.
Oh, well, that's not what I thought it was.
So buttering up the gods.
Okay.
There you go. That's all of them.
That was quite interesting. I enjoyed all of them. All 5 of them. They were very good.
Thanks.
Not a problem. I don't have anything else to say.
Next week, more anglerfish.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, more anglerfish.
What's that? Hand gesture?
Angler.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope you made it this far.
Please send us questions and things. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
A kids' TV presenter.
Yeah, okay. Like you mentioned at the top, you can follow us across socials and things. Our handle is different across places because it's different places that have different things. But again, a link will be in the description wherever you're listening to this, and it'll have everything in that link that you need, where you can listen to, where you can follow us as a podcast or individually or whatever you want. So yeah, drop us a follow, send us some questions, all that sort of thing. We'll be more than happy to answer some questions and give you some advice or laugh at your jokes, or if you want to tell us funny stories, that would be really fun as well.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for listening, everyone.
Thanks very much.
Do you have anything else to say?
See you in a fortnight.
You still don't have a catchphrase.
See you in 13 days because we did it late this week.
Is that your catchphrase? See you in 13 days because we've done it late this week?
Yeah.
We'll need to do it late every week then. Okay, that's fine.
Sorted.
That's the pod, everyone.
That's the pod.
Bye.
Bye-bye.